What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Today we're going to be talking about Polygon. Polygon is a cryptocurrency that I'm super bullish on, and it has officially broken its all-time high today. We'll talk about what that means. We'll also look at the price point prediction for the future of Polygon as we're seeing its massive success over the past couple of months, and especially with its breaking of its all-time high today. Now you might be saying, well, King of Fomo, it doesn't look like Polygon has broken all-time high, so let's go ahead and get into the numbers real quick before I talk about kind of what this project has really brought to the table and what I think it will do in the future. So right now we're seeing Polygon sitting at about 88 cents, had a really good day today, up 6.1%, and if we scroll down here, you might see that the all-time high for Polygon previously was $2.92. But the thing that you have to pay attention to in this bearish crypto market, you can't really compare things to the USD until crypto recovers. In this case, it's a lot better to compare things to either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now, me personally, I'm extremely bullish on Ethereum as well, and I think that Ethereum will take the #1 spot away from Bitcoin eventually, so I like to do my comparisons with Ethereum. Now, if we take a look here and we adjust this chart a little bit, instead of looking at the main price, which is comparing Polygon's price with USD, look at what it's doing with Ethereum. So you can see that it's done really well against Ethereum, and we're seeing that right now Polygon is sitting at 0.0006 Ethereum worth of tokens right here, which is extremely good, and it's had a massive bullish run basically since May, improving itself more and more. So what does this mean for Polygon? We can take a look at this in meaning a couple of different things. First of all, the price of Polygon. What would the price of Polygon be if we were at all-time high levels? So I made a little sticky note right here so we can take a look at this. So this sticky note says Ethereum at all-time high was at about $571 billion market cap. This was back in December of 2021 or December of last year. And Matic's all-time high, it was around the same time at about a $20 billion market cap. That was at about 3.5% of Ethereum's market cap. Now we have Ethereum sitting at $160 billion with Matic sitting at $6.5 billion. Now I busted out the calculator here, and if we do the calculation right here, 6.5 times 1 or divided by 160 is going to give you about 4%. So instead of the previous 3.5%, now we're looking at a total of 4% of ETH's all-time high. 4% of ETH's all-time high. So what that means is Polygon is sitting at, if we were just to jump to all-time high levels tomorrow, Polygon would be sitting at about $3 and some change. We can go ahead and take a look over here. That's going to put it at a market cap of about right, let's see where we go here. We're going to go, yeah, it's going to be about where XRP is. I think it's $22.8 billion or close to that. So that's a little bit over $3.05. That's a massive increase in Polygon over time. So let's not just talk about price and being moon boys here. There's a reason why Polygon has been my #1 pick, or close to my #1 pick, for quite some time now. And it's because of what they're tangibly bringing to the table. So this brings us to this website. This is the Polygon.technology website. And unlike a lot of the other coins that you see that promise a lot of stuff in the future but haven't really brought those promises to life yet, or unlike a lot of other meme coins that don't really have promise but just really lean heavily on community, the reason why I like Polygon is because that community matters, but it doesn't really matter in a sense of they're developing a tangible product to be used in the future in the financial world, and the community will pile on top of it as they support what Polygon is doing. So just going over to this website, you guys can take a look at all this stuff on your own and just hover over their solutions. And this scaling solutions is a big deal. I think that this is probably Ethereum's biggest influencer in terms of layer 1 coins. You can look at a lot of other layer 1s, but Polygon has done probably close to the most work compared with other layer ones. They have their Polygon proof of stake, their EVM sidechain available. You can do a lot of stuff on Polygon right now for very, very cheap price as a sidechain. And you have a lot of this other stuff that just recently sort of launched out, the Stark-based zero knowledge rollup, which privatizes a lot of your transactions and makes it very, very attractive to businesses that don't necessarily want all of their data available publicly to everyone, for everyone to see. So zero knowledge rollups are great in it that way. And then you have other things like Polygon ID. I mean, you look to the future, and right now we have physical driver's license, or we have, you know, physical or not even physical driver's license, but we have data available on the internet that is on a centralized area. And then the problem with that is when you have data on a centralized server, if that server gets hacked, your data gets leaked, you are screwed over. There's nothing, you can't undo that. That data is leaked and for everyone to see. And it's happened a lot of times where people just, their address is out there for the world to see, or other information that they've inputted online using the secure centralized servers that just get hacked. With Polygon ID, it is a solution for that. You can have an ID, you can have an account on some sort of platform and it not be in a centralized server. So it's sort of, in a sense, unhackable. The data is only transmitted through the blockchain from one party to another party. It's resolved, and then that's that. It's not going to be on some database for someone to crack open and reveal hundreds and thousands of names and addresses and phone numbers and emails and all that stuff to send to scammers and spammers for later. So this is a huge positive, and this is where you can start to see the future of cryptocurrency start to take shape. I do fully believe that companies and people in general are going to be using most of these systems as they start to flesh out. And when you have that sort of adoption, the community just comes along with it, and the growth in the coin, the project overall, also just comes along with it. It's not really something you have to cross your fingers with and hope that Elon Musk tweets about your coin or anything like that. It's a coin that has tangible value and use case, which is, this is one of the reasons why personally I am a huge fan of Polygon. And there's so much more on the way being developed. You guys can follow along and learn about all this stuff on your own. I'm not going to discuss it all in this video because even some of this stuff I don't know about, so I have to brush up on some of it, but a lot of it is really good. So that is so much the gist of how Polygon is doing so well right now. I do think that in the short term we can see Polygon be a true contender to your top 10 coins. I mean, right now Polygon is sitting at number 12, but I do think that it can definitely break through and be a competitor to Cardano, to Ripple, and sitting up there, maybe even right next to Ethereum and BNB. So what would that put it? It would put it right at where right where Ripple is, number 6 spot at $3.05. I don't think that is completely out of reach. Now, $3.05. The question that I don't have the answer to is, when will it get to $3.05? Will it be before this bull run resumes and we start getting capital flowing back into cryptocurrency and all the other cryptos start going up significantly? Ethereum goes back to its all-time high of $571 billion. Then we can definitely easily see Polygon getting to $3.05. But if it does it before then we're due to see even more growth, possibly even a $7 to $8 Polygon at all-time high levels if Polygon continues the trend that it's at right now, continues the development that it has right now, and continues getting the recognition that I think it wholeheartedly deserves at the current moment. So looking forward to that. Some other just details to take a look at that really just, personally for me, it solidifies my belief in Polygon overall is some numbers. Let's just look at some of the numbers here for what is the chain doing. So Polygon proof of stake chain. We have so many layer 1 solutions or side chains here. You guys can scroll down. This is the Gecko terminal, fairly new website from CoinGecko's team, and you can see I'm scrolling through here. There's so many chains available, side chains available. and half of them are barely ever used. I mean, we can take a look at something like Ethereum Fair, and we can see that Ethereum Fair has a 599 total transactions today, $3,000 worth of volume, which is essentially nothing in the crypto world. And then you have your heavy hitters, and as far as I know, I kind of clicked through this and used basic knowledge to look at the heavy hitters, but the heaviest hitters of Ethereum EVM based chains is obviously Ethereum itself, with a total amount of transactions of 154,000, almost 155,000 transactions in 24 hours, a volume of close to $800 million in 24 hours, $785 million. And then you have your second place, which is, again, if you look on the coin market cap, it's right here, BNB, another EVM type of coin. Hard to compete with BNB. If you're up there, you're doing extremely well. But just taking a look at BNB, some of the numbers here, they have, I think that's even more transactions than Ethereum, so a lot of people are using BNB just because it's a lot cheaper. So 658,000 transactions in 24 hours. A volume is a little bit less of $187 million, but that volume is an important metric to look at when you're comparing these other chains, as far as, are people really using this? Do people really care about this? And then you have other coins that you might think, oh, well, this coin beats out Polygon. Well, let's take a look at them. Avalanche is one that people really believe in a lot. 31,000 transactions with $12 million worth of total volume. And then another one is Solana. So let's scroll down here and look at Solana. Solana has 15,000 transactions with only $2.5 million worth of volume on that chain. Now let's take a look at Polygon. This is actually the third place as far as I know. $134 million worth of trading volume with 176,000 total transactions. So is Polygon going anywhere? I don't think so. With this amount of volume, adoption, and transactions, I think that it's only poised to grow even more in the future. And it's going, like, it supports a lot of the points that I said before of Polygon hitting that $3 mark and that all-time high. Now that I look at this, I don't think that Polygon is at all-time high. It looks like the all-time high was actually on May of 2021 at 0.0007 ETH, but we're close enough to it as to where the video is still relevant. The beginning comment was probably not as true. I'll probably still make it the title card of the video for clickbait, but nonetheless, we're pretty close to all-time high for Polygon in terms of the Ethereum value right here. So again, that's a huge metric that you guys can take a look at. You can look at Gecko Terminal over here and compare Polygon to other chains over the days, especially on days where Polygon's not doing so good. I mean, we just had a huge run up today. I'm expecting a pullback soon. Obviously, these run ups don't last forever. So we'll see what happens with Polygon. Let me just clean this chart up a little bit and look at like the past 14 days. If we do have a jump back down to maybe 78 cents or even 74 cents, not a big deal, because that volume is being supported and the growth is continuing to happen, so I'm not panicking at all. So one of the last metrics that we can take a look at here before we close out the video is the supply for Polygon. So this is a big deal to coins. One of the big coins that's actually sort of controversial right now is what is it? It's I don't know if it's on here. It's a new chain. Let's find it over here on CoinGecko. I forget the name. Let me look it up real quick. Aptos. There it is. Aptos. So Aptos is another chain that is the quote-unquote Solana killer. It's a sidechain, EVM sidechain that has the ability to do a quadrillion transactions per second, work extremely fast and have extremely good throughput. But development still needs to happen on this, so this is a highly speculative asset if you guys are taking a look at it. But nonetheless, this is a good website to compare even Aptos once it gets on here with Polygon on its bad day or something like that. But what I was saying about Aptos, now that I'm thinking about it or remembering, is one of the controversial aspects of Aptos is the supply. There's going to be a huge amount of supply that's leaked over time, which is going to affect the price. And yes, that is going to affect the price. If you have a huge amount of supply just get released over time with no development or no growth in the coin overall, it's going to really, really kill the price of the coin. If you have a lot of supply being leaked out over time and you have a lot of positive sentiment on the coin, then it shouldn't really affect the price price that much in the negative direction. So Polygon here, one of the things that people might be concerned with Polygon is, well, how much supply is left for Polygon to leak out? So this was back in December of 2021 when we had the previous all-time high. We had a total supply of about 8.4 billion tokens right here. Is that million or billion? Yeah, 8.4 billion tokens. And in the past year, so we're sitting here at about October of this year, 2022, we have close to about 9 billion tokens. So we've gone up close to about a billion tokens over the past year, and we haven't had major negative price movement because, like I said, there's been development over time. Obviously, there's been negative price movement for all coins in general, but it hasn't magnified to the scale on Polygon with the amount of supply that's been released. And another bullish note here is as we're getting up into 2023, we're going to be reaching the cap supply limit. There's still going to be some tokens released from to the foundation, to the team, and to staking rewards, but overall we're not going to have another jump after 2023 here comes around. I'm not sure where that jump comes from. I think that jump comes from foundation tokens. I don't think that we're going to have any more foundation tokens being paid out to really affect the supply that much. We're just mainly going to be going with staking rewards up until about 2025 when the supply has been capped and there will be no more staking rewards, and that's where you can be super bullish on Polygon depending on where that is. But of course we do have to do some check-ins before that happens, so but it's a date to look forward to when when the supply is donezo growing. This is something that hopefully we'll start seeing with Ethereum soon, and what it does with the price of the token as the supply sort of no longer just leaks out. So that is everything for today, guys. I wanted to give you an update on Polygon, on the bullishness of Polygon, that $3.05 price target coming soon, and potentially that $7 or $8 price target coming when we get back to all-time high. I'm looking forward to both of those things happening, and this is one of the coins that I have the most faith in overall. All right, guys, that is everything for today. Like, comment, subscribe. You can hit me up on Telegram over there. I forgot to look at the comments section today. I might look at that in my next video. I want to keep staying up to date with your guys' comments on things like this and what you guys think about Polygon, but definitely leave some comments below on what you guys think about Polygon so that in my next Matic video, I can read those and sort of give you my opinions back at you. All right, guys, that is everything for today. Catch you next video. Peace out.